I'm sorry, what?
In this episode of I'm Sorry What, an Unofficial Ghost Podcast, Sabrina and Jillian sit down with ghost tribute band singer Poppie from Another Nameless Ghost. Being the singer of one of the most successful ghost tribute bands out there, Poppie talks about his experience as a tribute papa as well as of his very own ghostly journey. Come join us for this fun episode.
I'm excited to talk to you today because you guys are one of the best tribute bands out there, in my opinion. And he's blushing really bad, by the way. You won't be able to see him on camera, but he's blushing. So we could start this off by asking, what has your evolution as a Ghost fan been like? When did you first hear about them?
Yeah, Ghost came to me. It was like a conditioning process of a hammer fall. I first noticed Ghost around 2016. It was the middle of the Meliora era. And I was getting a tattoo, a bigger project. So I sat in a way of a creepy tattoo studio, and the guys there were listening to the entirely Ghost discography, Opus and Infestissima and Meliora and the EP, and on repeat for hours. Yeah.
Good taste.
And while I was trying to focus not so much on the pain, um, the lyrics came up to me, and I thought, that's kind of strange for that type of music, to hear those blasphemic and satanic lyrics, because normally um, you know this from very dark and brutal metal, death metal, black metal, and this one was more melodic and was catchy.
True, yeah.
And yeah, as a vocalist, I'm always affected on vocals and the singer and on harmonies, melodies, and so I thought this is really interesting. Sounds cool. And yeah, when I went out of the studio, I was totally infected and continued to listen to them. I couldn't get them out of my mind anymore. Yeah.
So
Cool.
did you, when you went home, did you start researching them? Was this like a natural process for you?
No, I directly I searched for them, I looked for them, and saved the playlist and started to listen to them the whole way back home.
Did you
So,
sorry, Jen.
oh, no, you go ahead.
Did you instantly, fall in love, or did you instantly have a favorite, like an album?
Hard
Or
to
maybe a
say
song?
because yeah, songs. There were many. I really like the Meliora record because I always liked how they played with the progressive elements, and I think the songwriting was more complex.
Hmm.
And there are some really catchy anthems on this
True.
album. You know, Cerise, Years, Majesty, great songs, and but also because I was listening for hours to the entirely discography. Of course, I was into Year Zero and Ritual. All these songs
Became a big mush,
were in my
basically.
mind.
Yeah, sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I would say one of my favorites um, is no, I can't say it. There are many, many I like. Or do you want to know which song I like to play the most?
Sure, you can tell us
Sure.
that, yeah.
Um, that's Absolution.
Okay.
Yes, I love this kind of you always feel like a priest in a church or a cult leader. Yeah, put your hands up and reach for the sky. And the crowd is put up their hands, cry for absolution. Yes, I love this.
With you say,
So,
Jen, what is up today? We're just interrupting each other. You go
I
ahead
thought we were
now.
taking turns. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
sorry.
Okay. So, you have been around for a couple album cycles and a big Papa change. What would you like to see for the future of Ghost? And that also includes a new Papa.
Mm, I don't have many ideas for the next Papa because I remember after Papa 3 was disappearing, the
Mm-hmm.
whole fandom went crazy and everyone was talking about who will be the next Papa and who's coming. And there were many theories around the fandom.
True.
And then we got Papa New. And it
Stop.
was like,
No.
really? Really? This must be a joke. And yeah, I think in the end, all this thinking, talking about who who is going to be. I think in the end, Tobias Forge will bring up someone you don't expect,
Probably,
and
yeah.
probably we will get used to him, to the next character. It will probably take some time. That with me, it was with Copia. I thought when I saw him the first time, I thought, oh really? Yeah. He looks like a boy somehow. The first mask, yeah.
Stop.
Yeah, but later there was a development,
Yeah.
he, an evolution of this character, yeah,
Yeah.
and he's getting more and more attractive and cooler in some ways. Um, so I get we get used to it, whatever comes, and it will be cool.
He's
Probably,
he's been way more
I hope.
attractive in the Cardinal era, so don't shit on
Yeah.
Cardinal.
Oh wait, here it is.
Look at him. You guys cannot see
Uh,
it, but he's showing his Cardinal Copia mask. Love it.
okay, I have to take it out of the blur.
Look at
That's
him.
me. Yes.
Could you show the profile for just a second? Like turn him into his
What
profile.
profile?
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Okay.
Like this?
Yeah,
Okay.
perfect.
Yeah, I got some hats with me around. There's Papa Secundo.
Would you say
Oh.
that Copia is your favorite Papa?
No, my favorite Papa is definitely. Oh, my favorite Papa is definitely. Did you hear that? That was.
No, we did not. I did not hear
That
that.
was
Secondo
him,
just fell.
Secundo.
He fell down by
He
Secondo.
hacked him.
Yeah, I I like this one
Love that
most.
picture.
Yeah. Um, I always love the mask and the face expression of this mask. He looks always very pissed and arrogant, and
True.
um, yeah, he had something really evil in his appearance, I
True.
Mhm.
think,
Yeah.
and I love
Mhm.
this. Yeah, I think this was the coolest. But I also love the cardinal mask.
Good.
Yeah,
Um.
when I
So.
when I saw it live, when I saw him live, it's I always thought that it looks so real. This mask looks so much like a human face. You don't really see that it's a mask if you
Yeah.
don't know it, right?
How many times did you
Yeah.
see Ghost live?
Well, I would say um, 6 or 7 times.
Oh wow.
Mm.
That's a
Yeah,
lot.
it's always it's always a little bit like uh, mm, a study journey.
Hmm.
Like um, going to a ghost concert is an opportunity to study them on stage,
True. Yeah.
seeing them live, and catch all of the details they bring on the stage.
Hmm.
So
True.
So, when exactly did you come to the conclusion of I want to start a ghost tribute band?
yeah, that was also in 2016. We
Really?
had a yes,
Oh.
we had um, a small festival in our hometown um, for local musicians, and
Hmm.
about 100 local musicians were attending on this small event called it Cover Me Bad, and uh, it it's going like this. As a musician who is joining them, you can suggest a song,
Hmm.
and the other musicians can uh, join also if they want
Okay.
to do it with you on
Hmm.
stage. Huh? This was really funny because you always play songs with an entirely complete different lineup with musicians you never, some of them you never met before, um, neither played with them live,
Yeah.
and then yeah, you got in the best way. You got one rehearsal, and after that you see again on stage and performing the song.
Hmm.
And I was suggesting a ritual at this time
Hmm.
in 2016 because I was totally in it
In your
on Ghost.
ghost, yeah, in your ghost obsession.
Yes, yes, in the Ghost obsession. And yes, I found a lineup, and we were talking about how we could do our performance, and we thought, okay, if we're doing this, we, we go on stage with the whole thing. So we need the costumes, we need a mask, we need the mitra, and so we put all the stuff together in a really um, uh, yeah, on the low budget. Yeah, many things were um, uh, well, you don't know the word.
What was your first papa that you did? Did you actually do copia at first?
No, no, secondo.
Oh, okay.
Because it was the first mask, the only mask that was available.
Okay.
I bought it from Trick or Treat Studios in
Mm.
America, so I had to ship it over, and the ropes for the ghouls I bought from Carnival store,
Okay.
some monk ropes, really
Yeah.
cheap, and I was putting some tape on the edges to make them
Yeah.
look like the ghoul ropes, and yeah, because we had no crucifixes, we cut it out. We cut them out on cardboard and put some alu alu foil. Is it right?
Oh,
Alu foil.
aluminum foil?
Yes,
Yeah.
aluminum foil on it to make it a little bit shiny, and so it was all improvised, the whole thing, but it worked. Yeah,
That's
and
so
after that,
cool.
that one song we
What was that first? What was that
which
first set
was
list? That first set list like?
no, it was just one song.
Just one.
Just one
Okay.
song.
Okay.
Only for the song Ritual.
Okay.
This was a song I suggested. Yeah?
Yeah.
And the audience, maybe there were 800 people in it.
Mhm.
They all didn't know what the hell is going on here. Who are they? What are they doing? And what is this for a song? Normally you got many famous songs and popular
Yeah.
songs everyone knows it and everyone could sing along,
Yeah.
but when we came on stage and did this, no one no one was yelling or screaming. They they didn't know what's
Yeah.
going on. And
Crickets in the audience.
yes, but after that we thought, okay, this was a huge effort to make this happen, and now we got some costumes. What should we do with it? And so that was the idea to continue and to make a tribute.
I love that.
Yes,
How did the
that was the beginning.
sounds good. How did the whole thing of the ghouls and the ghoulettes come together? How did they join the band?
From that point when we continued as a tribute, there was a long time, many years. We we need to bring it to that point that we could go on stage again, because we have many exchanges in the many changes in the band from the lineup.
Yeah.
So formally it's just me from the original lineup. I was
Okay.
I was a founder, and the last one who's still
Still
doing this,
standing.
but still standing. But our lead guitar player, he came shortly. He was the first one who came after the change,
Okay.
and he's still on the in the band.
Which that is that
And
is that is alpha, I guess, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
he's calling himself
Yeah.
Alpha. Yes. Um, and since we had almost the same number of changes in the band than than the original. There
Right.
were many ghouls that came and go along, and now we are seven people in the band.
Mm.
We have the two ghoulettes on the two keyboards, and I would say now the lineup is perfect
Good.
because everyone loves Ghost, everyone wants to do this, and yeah, we are ready now after 7 years.
You guys, I've been to um what was it, 4 or 5, I think 5 at that point, rituals of you guys, and you guys seem very cohesive, like one unity, and I think that is very important for a tribute band, because
Oh,
I mean
thank you.
the ghouls and also the ghoulettes are so interactive with the crowd, and
Mhm,
your guys' ghouls and the ghoulettes are also very interactive, which I really like that.
mhm. Thank you.
You're
I,
welcome.
well, in the end, we are doing an illusion.
Yeah.
We are
Mhm.
acting on stage. It's a mixture of course, we are all musicians and we are a band,
Yeah.
but we are not doing own stuff. We are representing
Sure.
stuff from another artist,
Yeah.
from Ghost, and
True.
um, this is this is the key. This is what we are doing on the stage. We want to give the illusion to the people, um, that they when they see us, that they have the feeling of seeing the original in the best case.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
Exactly. Yeah. I always say that to my friends, and I also said it to Jillian. You guys are the closest I get to actual Ghost.
mhm,
Especially for here, like here in Germany, there's not many tribute bands. I think there's 2 or something.
thank you.
And and yeah, I don't think it could get any closer. I think it speaks volumes that even people from, over the ocean from the US are saying that you guys are the best tribute band. I think that says it all,
Oh,
actually.
thank you. Thank you. Well, I think, of course, you have. It's never meant to say we are the
Oh
good
yeah.
as,
Sure, yeah.
or that we will claim anything to be ours. Yeah, it's always we are fans
Yeah.
like you and our audience, and we would like to share this. We
Sure.
are just in the privileged position that we could do our cosplays and stuff and our love for ghost music on stage.
Yeah.
But it's always that we share. that we share our love on the concert, and
Yeah.
that's what I like, because it feels more like a ghost fan party than something that you come to us and yes, see the band who's performing as Ghost
True.
tribute.
It is also a way to bring Ghost fans together.
Yes, of course.
I've met so many Ghost fans just through your guys' concerts, which is so
Mm.
special. I would have never met at actual Ghost rituals because for whatever reasons. But yeah, it is such a special way to connect through times where there's nothing coming from, the actual band. So, yeah, thank you for that actually.
Thank you for coming and for bringing us forward with your attending. Yeah, because it's kind of hard to get um, concerts here in Germany, because I
Yeah.
think many of the organizers still think, okay, we don't know if this works. We don't know
Really?
ghosts, or maybe even
Hmm.
yes, and they're um, yeah, they don't really want to
They're not
put in a
into the
risk.
Yeah, they're not into the satanic idea, I think. That's what you're trying to say.
That's maybe another point when
Yeah.
when we played for a couple of weeks at the Easter holiday
Yeah.
in Nierstein.
I was there. I was
The,
like, I said to my friends, I cannot believe that they're actually allowed to play today. I,
yes,
I didn't believe it, but I
and,
mean, went through, I guess.
and even the organizer said, we don't know if this was a good idea, because my wife was telling me. So the organizer said this. Um, do we really bring this on Easter? It's so blasphemic. I mean, Jesus, and all the stuff, and the crosses, and all. but the organizer said, okay, it will work fine. Yes, in the end, I don't mind about that, because I think if you yes, if you're so religious and you feel um, insulted
Yeah.
by such a ritual, you don't have to attend. It's no
No,
problem.
of course
Yes,
not.
but if you know what Ghost is about, and what they're doing, it's all also kind of ironic, and
True.
they're playing with
True.
all this blasphemy style, and so I don't mind.
Fuck
We all
them.
go to hell anyway, right?
So, we actually opened a questionnaire for this episode on our Instagram, and quite a lot of people were wondering, are you looking for any volunteers or looking to expand how many ghouls and ghoulettes you have?
Hmm. um, Actually, it's a kind of difficult to expand the band.
Hmm.
Um, Ryan, um, yeah, from the logistic, is it right? Yes, because we also play, we still play smaller stages, and when we play at the Pitcher Bar, you know it, Sabrina. Um, it's a really really small stage,
True.
3 meters, and 7 people on it, with drum kit and all the stuff, the keyboards, and we we stand like this, the complete show.
Yeah.
Yes, we couldn't do, we couldn't find space for any person um,
True.
additional on the stage. This wouldn't work. So I guess it would be difficult to expand the lineup to the original 9 people, or something like this. Uh, but yes, we're always looking for people who are supporting us, who are um, who are willing to help us backstage, and also on stage with the technical stuff, and yeah. So if you know any guitar techs or guitar players who are willing to support us, yeah, you're welcome.
Great. So, how long does it take for you to get ready to become Papa?
Um, sorry. Usually, behind the stage, backstage, it's
Mhm.
every time really chaotic. In the most cases, we don't have much space backstage, and 7 people, and also some of the helper ghouls, supporters backstage. Um, Everywhere are clothes and costumes and people going up and down, in and out, and it's really chaotic. Normally, we start 1 hour before
Oh.
stage time to get ready, um, and then you have to find the only mirror in the backstage room, where everyone wants has to use it. Um, yeah, it's sometimes it's a little bit of difficult to manage all this. It's really stressy and chaotic before the show, but um, it's also like um, like a film is running. It's
Mhm.
you don't have much time to think about or something. It all goes one way, and then the show is over.
Um,
So that's not a big thing.
Once you guys are ready and you're about to enter the stage, do you have any kind of rituals that you like to do?
We are always talking about that we should have a ritual before
Yeah.
going on stage, but it's hard to bring it on to make it to make it ready, because
Yeah.
um, always is someone missing. Where
Oh, okay.
yeah, yeah, one of the guys are still on the restroom, and the others are somewhere else, and we're we are almost never complete before the show starts. And then I have to put on my costumes, and yeah, each of us are a little bit dealing with themselves
Yeah.
before the show. But of course, we still work on it. We should have a
Mhm.
ritual to unify ourselves before going on stage, and yeah, that's definitely a point we like to work on it.
Is there anything that
Yeah.
you personally like to do before each concert? Like listening to some special music or drinking like some special drink or whatever.
Beer. No, I'm most of the time I'm really in the tunnel. I'm
Mhm.
I'm kind of nervous, and sometimes I'm struggling with my voice before going on stage, and sometimes so many things that can happen.
Mm.
But as I said, uh, when the intro starts, we are in the tunnel, and then everything runs like a film, like a movie. It goes on, and um, yeah. Suddenly you appear on stage, and then
You're just there.
Then it's
then it's
done.
over.
So what is the process like in putting together a set list? Do you go with what Ghost usually does, or do you guys like to involve any of your own personal favorite songs?
um, we usually we play a much longer set list
Mhm.
than the original, and on some concerts we're about 2.5 hours of playing live,
Damn.
and so we have our own set list. In some points it it's related to the original set list, but we of course you have the must have songs in the set list, but we can do whatever we want. We can change them. We can change uh, songs that Ghost will never play again, or at least it's not up to C, and yeah, we can do whatever we want. And so we are putting we are always open to bring new songs into the set list, so that we have a much bigger um, repertoire of songs that we can exchange easily for the rituals we are playing.
True.
Yeah.
Very
Nice.
true. Um,
Yeah.
And yeah,
yeah, no, sure, go ahead.
yeah, and of course, like I said, there are there are some songs they have to be in the set
True,
list,
yeah.
like Year
Yeah.
Zero or Ritual, like Reds, Kaiserian, Mummy Dust.
Mary on a cross at that
These
point, I guess.
Mary on a Cross,
Mm.
of course, yeah. They have to stay in the set list, but other songs like Absolution or Witch Image, um, like Pinnacle from the Pit, we can exchange easily.
Mm. I mean, it has to be cohesive with the papa that is on stage, also, I guess.
Yeah, sometimes, yes, when we bring on these special shows with two characters during a set, we try to match it
Yeah.
to the character, but it's not essentially. We
Mm.
can do whatever we want. We are not the originals.
Yeah,
No
true.
one asked for it.
So we have seen a few cover albums made from Ghost fans. Are you guys ever thinking that you may want to do the same, like record or even do like a live stream on YouTube or something?
Hmm. The question is, um, sometimes I'm asking myself, do the fans need cover version album of?
Yes.
Of
Yes, do you think so?
course.
Oh. Yeah, to be honest, we started with something like this back in
Hmm.
the days, because we didn't made any live shows, but we were in a lot of collaboration with other Ghost fans, musicians all over the world, and during the pandemic or even before, we've made a couple of cover versions by ourselves. And yes, it could be an idea to release them once on Spotify. We already did last week. We had an old cover version released of
Scenario.
Scenario, right, from Subvision, and I, yeah, we've made it in a style of Ghost somehow, as we felt like. I don't know. Some people wouldn't say that, okay, that what has this to do with Ghost, but
It
um, the
has.
idea behind the idea behind was to make it in style of Ghost, with uh, a more papa voice than Tobias did with Subvision back in the days. Yeah, and maybe we will continue and bring on uh, some Ghost cover. Who knows?
Sure. Especially
Yeah,
with
I think you should.
absolutely, especially the listen. I'm a huge Subvision fan. I have Jillian was so kind to gift me for Christmas last year. She gifted me the scenario demo tape of Subvision from back in the
Oh,
day,
great!
and I
Cool.
also got the So Far So Nowhere album. So I loved when I saw you covering scenario, um,
Mhm.
and I don't think I've ever seen any covers of scenario of Subvision except for the for scenario. So I think that is like a what's that called? Like a it's missing. It's missing in this fandom. So
Mhm.
maybe some more scenario, maybe some more older Tobias stuff. I'm not sure if you're into like death metal, but I don't think there's any repugnant covers. So if you're ever up for that,
Yeah,
I
bring it
don't
on,
know.
dude.
Yeah, it would be challenging, I think. But we did we did a cover song of the Rammstein song "Ohne Dich"
hmm
back in the
Mm.
days, in style of Ghost. like singing in German, but with the voice of Tobias.
Oh, I haven't
In
seen
a
that
kind.
one.
Yes, it's we only have released that on YouTube
Okay.
actually, but maybe we will also bring it on Spotify in the future. Who knows? Yeah, it's there. It was a fun project, and this could be an idea for another Nameless Ghost for the future of
True.
making more cover versions of other artists and to
Ghostified.
make them more in a ghost style. Yes.
Sounds good
I
to
love
me.
that. Yeah. So, we're going to move on to talking about the little specials that you guys do, where you perform as Cardinal Copia or Secundo. It seems like your fans really love it. Do you have any plans to do more of those in the future, or maybe bring Terzo along into it?
Primo as well.
Primo, yeah.
No, so I think
No.
yeah,
Just no.
we play around with the specials because I think this is a really good point for us as a tribute to bring the audience, the fandom, the old characters back on stage.
True.
Ghosts will not do that, but we are privileged and able to do it. We have every character that Ghost has performed before. So we could technically we could do this, and probably we will.
Because maybe I'll fly over and come see you guys. Okay.
You better. You fucking better, Jillian.
Yeah, but it's also something that we really want to keep special. We will not do this every time. It's a really
keep it sacred.
It's hard to do this because I have to change the masks, and also the ghouls have to change their clothes through the set, and it's really a pain in the ass to bring all this into the show, but it's definitely something we will continue and expand.
And it's that way it is also special for the fans because you don't get this for every single ritual, just every now and then. Would you say that Copia, so Papa 5 that is your favorite to perform?
To perform, I would say it's best mask to perform I have is the Papa 4 mask, because this mask is made on my face. Okay. Like the original one is made on Tobias' face. Back in the days, I've made a head form of my a bust of my head, and Mike Cornelion made the mask, this head form, and so it fits like a
glove,
like a shoe, like a glove. Yes, and that's the most comfortable mask I have. But also the Papa 2 mask is working well. Copia is always a little bit tricky because the mask is much thicker, and it's always a little bit difficult for me when there is too much material around the mouth, because the movement is not that easy then. And also the nose is much longer than mine. So yeah, it's hard to get
for Copia or for Cardinal, because Copia's nose is kind of stubby, I want to say, almost.
No, I thought you're talking about the Cardinal.
The Cardinal. Oh, okay.
Yeah. To say Copia, you mean Papa 4?
For me, I always say either Cardi, which is Cardinal, or Papa 4, I guess. I don't ever say Copia. Yeah. I don't know where I said that. With saying that your Copia mask is the most comfortable to perform in, would you say that you also have a favorite song, and maybe is it on Impera, fitting with the copia thing?
You mean with the Papa Four or with the
No, just in general.
Cardinal?
No, just in general. Your favorite song you to perform.
Yeah, already said I like to perform Absolution, um, but also Kaiserian works very well. Um, I think for me, it's yeah, Spillways is a tough song. It's really fast. You
Yeah.
don't have much time between the parts to breathe, and it's really high from the notes and the range. So you always sing near the limit.
Yeah.
The other, yeah. So this song is a little bit challenging, but yeah, all the other songs are really, I adore them and really love to perform them.
Hmm.
Cool.
I'm
Um.
always feeling privileged to do this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, because so many of the people in the fandom like doing the cosplay stuff and
Mm.
yeah, lip sync and all the stuff, all the things in their fan art, and we are privileged to do this.
I
What
mean,
ghosts are doing on stage.
for most of them, it's either cosplay or singing. But for you, it's like
Mm.
both combined. It's cosplay and
Both
singing.
combined, yes,
Yeah.
yes, absolutely.
Hmm.
And it's really, I really enjoy this kind of acting. I'm not an actor. I never did this before, but um, I I get used to it, and I'm when I'm on stage, I'm totally in this role of playing this character from
Yeah.
Ghost, and I really love this. So I feel privileged to that I can do this.
It's always fun when you I think I took 2 selfies with you after the concert, and it's always fun when you speak in your Papa voice, even when taking a selfie out of the ritual itself. It's so
Yeah,
hilarious to me
yeah.
how you're never out of
I
the
know,
role.
but what would you say? How hilarious would it be if I would talking then in Germany
Please
in German?
don't.
I would say
Just
so. Hey,
don't.
klar können wir ein Foto machen. Dann komm her und dann then I look like
Just don't.
it's not.
Don't.
I think I think this that wouldn't fit, and
Oh,
I I think as long as I have the mask on, I'm in this role and I'm doing this,
true.
and after this, everything else is going wrong.
Would you say that you have a favorite part of the show? You could like in general with Cardi or with Papa Four or even with Secondo, just something you'd like to perform the most.
Um,
Not just not just songs, but performance
yeah,
wise.
I think there's a different when I come up with Papa Secundo or with the Copia
True.
special. Um, I try to catch mm, of course, the habits
Hmm.
of the character
Yeah.
and also the moves.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I come on stage with Secondo, I have the step with me, and I do the typically um, moves he did, and try to copy some of this face expressions to, through the mask um, with my look.
Yeah.
And yes, of course, Cardinal um, is more hip shaking and more dynamic
Yeah.
in his movement. Um, and I think I love both parts. I think because we are doing these shows are more rarely, um, they're also some some special also to me. You know? And always loved this part
Hmm.
of being Papa 2 on stage or the Cardinal on stage, and there's not a specific part of it I like the most. It's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Um.
we come back to the Papa 4 part of the show, and yeah, this is this goes done. This goes yeah uh, fluently into
Yeah.
the next one.
Yeah.
Hand in hand, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
With you mentioning
Yeah.
Papa Four and of course Cardi, of course there are other costumes that Cardi and also Papa Four like to wear.
Mm.
You know the military jacket or the Kazakhs. Have you ever thought about bringing that to stage?
We did.
You did?
Yes. The cassock, not actually. I have it in my wardrobe. Um, and I always wanted to do this someday, maybe on the next special. It's just a matter of logistic and how to organize this costume changes through the set.
Mm.
But the military jacket of Papa 4, I've worn, I think, one or two times
Okay.
until Leon came up with the golden jacket. Then I
Okay.
thought, yeah, okay, let's do this.
Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah,
Okay, that makes sense. Um, Let me see. Um, Tobias himself has stated that singing with the mask is quite difficult. Would you agree to that?
absolutely. It's um, it's really a pain in the ass to sing through a mask. I mean, before we get that silicone mask, which is a same material that Tobias masks are made of,
Hmm.
we had our first masks were made out of latex,
Oh.
and this feels like putting a helmet on your head,
Okay.
and you have so much space to your mouth and the mask, and it sounds like this when you think about it, huh? and and the silicone material is more comfortable because it sticks a little bit on your face and
Mm,
it moves with your mouth movement,
yeah.
and this is really good. But when you're sweating under the
Yeah.
mask, which definitely happens, then it slips slips away, and
Yeah.
you have to adjust it the whole time, and that makes it even more complicated. The
Yeah.
other thing is it's so fucking hot under the mask. Yeah? When you're playing 2 hours on this mask, and you have the lights also on shine on you, and the heat of the venue, the room, all the people are sweating and
True.
making temperature. It's really challenging. Yes.
Mm,
I bet.
And it's, yeah, about your question, if this is a matter between singing with or without a mask, it's definitely much more difficult.
mm.
I could sing completely different when I wouldn't have the mask on it.
Yeah. Tobias said that himself, too. That
Mm.
his abilities are much like wider without the mask.
Mm.
So yeah, that fits.
Uh,
If you could imagine a mask layout or even a costume for Papa 4, what would you like to wear? And are you planning on performing as Papa 5, not Papa 4? Papa 5.
Definitely. Well, when I when I think back, before Cardinal Copia came up, or even Papa 4, the whole cosplay community is looking for the details, for the pictures.
True.
It's all really exciting to yeah, to search for the materials, for the makers and stuff, and yeah, we we really like this process of getting into it and then getting the stuff together, one piece for another. Also, of course, that Mike will probably make the new mask for us. Yeah, we would definitely go with the lore and the next characters.
Nice.
Thank you for watching I'm Sorry What, an Unofficial Ghost Podcast with Sabrina
and Jillian. There's no need to be living in times of turmoil. All you gotta do is check out our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube.
Stay tuned for the next episode, and remember, as above, so below.